Italy. Oh, I'm sorry. Italia. Is it the most beautiful country in the world? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. But look, this is from a guy that has never been overseas before this trip, and I've only seen Italy in pictures and in movies. But it's always been the one place that I've dreamt about my entire life, the one place that I had to experience. But why Italy? Why not Italy? The food, the culture, a place so rich with history. I mean, they have a whole city built on ruins. Gladiator fights, grand statues, a language of love, a place that has felt so rich with connection and raw emotions. At least in my mind. I had to see it for myself, so I booked a flight, and I took this adventure of visiting my dream country alone. And here is why I think you should do the same. Okay, let me be clear here. This is my experience and what I learned from visiting my dream country. And who the hell am I? I'm nobody. Which is why I can be related. Oh my God. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just sharing my experience. This is my own little video diary. You know, how cute, little video diary. But let's get into it. Let's start off simple. Regret. Look, this topic is one that I'll probably touch a lot on in future videos. This one little simple idea of regret. It has been the base of some of the most incredible things that I've done in my life, but it has also been the base of some of the saddest, darkest, and most depressing times in my life. But that's for a different video. Let's tackle the most important bits here. If you know me personally, I have said the phrase a lot. I don't want to look back on my deathbed and say, damn it, I wish I did that. And it's something that is oversaid and it's cliche, but it's true, and I overuse it. I know that I do. According to some very quick research that I did, and when I say quick, I mean very quick, like a quick Google search, it's the first thing that came up, but out of a survey of 2,000 adults age 50 plus, 91% say their biggest regret is not traveling enough. That is a lot. All right, look, and I'm not trying to be one of those videos that's like, just do it. Because look, if you're one of those people that scroll through Instagram and you see those motivational just do it videos and you're over consuming them and you're still not doing it, clearly they don't work for you. But I will say, not doing things in my life has really messed me up, and I have spiraled into this state of mind where I just can't get over the fact that I haven't taken action on something. And I'm only 28. Okay, I'm 28. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Because I can't. Oh my God. It cripples me. Like, having these thoughts of why am I not further along in these certain things that I want to do in my life? My career, my travel goals, my hobbies. It cripples me. And eventually you reach a breaking point and you do something about it, or you don't. A lot of people don't. And they continue to live that regretful life. And so look, okay, I'm just over here basically saying, yeah, just do it without trying my best to not say just do it. It's one trip, right? One night when you're feeling squirrely, just book it, okay? You can think about the repercussions later, and if you hate it and it wasn't worth it, you never have to do it again. But I don't think you'll hate it. The food. The god-dang food. Go eat food in another country. It's incredible. And honestly, don't attack me for this, but not all the food was quite as good as I had expected it to be. But look, hey, I still, to this day, crave authentic Italian dishes. We're not going to spend time on this. We know, eat food in other countries. It's amazing. Anyways. Salami. Salami? Yes. Yes, salami was a highlight. This is salami. The first real friend I made while visiting a new country, across the world, on my own. And honestly, this category is the most important, to me anyways. A lot of people think about visiting their favorite countries. They imagine the views, the stunning architecture, the food, which we talked about, the typical vacation. But this is not what I'm looking for. At least it's not all that I'm looking for. Because when it comes to going to a new place, coming back with stories to tell and memories to hold on to, those are always connected with the people that I meet. And people always ask me like, oh, what's your favorite part of visiting Italy? And that's not fair. That's not a fair question to ask, by the way. But the first thing that always comes to mind is the people. Going to a place where you are out of your comfort zone and you are forced to meet people in real life is the coolest thing about visiting a different country, okay? And look, I love technology, don't get me wrong. In fact, it helped me to meet these people. The app Hostel World gives you incredible places to stay and meet people that you probably never would otherwise. Get it, okay? It's incredible. But once I used these tools, it was up to me to make a meaningful connection in person, in real life. And the coolest thing is everyone there is in the same boat and trying to do the same thing. It's incredible. And it's crazy because even when you're at home amongst your friends, sometimes you feel lonely. There's moments that you put yourself in a position where people are more comfortable than you in certain situations, so you kind of feel like the outcast. But here, everyone's in the same boat. They're alone. They're trying to meet new people. They're just as uncomfortable as you are. They're just as in the dark. So you are meeting people who want a genuine connection. It all comes down to this. In a world full of superficial connections, I'm seeking something real. And traveling helped me with that. And I got that with Salami. I keep calling this man Salami. Look, the day after we met, we got nicknames for each other. He's Salami, I'm Froggy. You don't need to know why. That's reserved for the people in Rome. But that kind of connection, the day after we met, went so deep that when we went to an Irish pub/club and we were dancing our hearts out, a random stranger walked up to me and said, "Are you Froggy or Salami?" We became this famous duo of Froggy and Salami, and we were getting approached by random strangers. It was, dude, he's like a brother to me, and I wouldn't have got that if I hadn't stepped outside of my comfort zone and went to a different country. It might be nothing like you expected. You know, I tried to have not a lot of expectations when going to my dream country, but I mean, it's your dream country. How can you not? But I will be honest and say I'm surprised with how much of those expectations I was able to curb, which I think is really important. This European feeling of what it would feel like, the food, the sights, the music. And I was wrong. Well, sort of. Okay. There were moments that actually did feel exactly like what I was expecting and what I wanted. Pretty incredible, I'm not gonna lie. Like sitting at a restaurant on the patio of a cobblestone street, the vines winding up the walls, lights strung across fences and ceilings, twinkling in the nighttime with the old Italian architecture lining the streets. It was incredible. But there were moments where I had all those physical elements of what I imagined it would look like, but it didn't feel like I wanted it to. And that's okay. It just felt different. But in those moments, I reminded myself to enjoy it regardless and not get caught up in what it should feel like. And it worked. Because looking back, those feelings of those places that I have now is what it should feel like. Because those memories are what Italy is to me. It was my experience. A great example of that is Venice. Venice was the epitome of Italy to me, the place that I wanted to go. I went there, I experienced it, and it was nothing like what I expected. It's not my favorite city in Italy, and that's okay. Even though I thought it would be, I'm happy to say that I experienced it my way. And I learned a lot after the fact. Thinking back on those memories of being in Italy are just as good as being in them, I promise. You will learn about yourself. This one is short and sweet, but it encapsulates all the previous points. You will learn a lot about yourself by throwing yourself into the unknown alone. Being in a foreign place with people who don't speak your language or who are from other countries seeking the same sort of experience, it's incredible. But it's up to you to make it an adventure. And by forcing yourself to do that, you'll learn a lot. This topic could very well be its own video, so I'm going to leave it open-ended. I can't tell you exactly how or what you are going to learn about yourself. That is, it's up to you. But go visit your dream country. It's pretty fun. It's pretty sick.